The people united will never be defeated. 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 The people united will never be defeated.
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
And if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
all right. Everywhere we go,
Everywhere we go,
people want to know
people want to know
who we are.
who we are.
So we tell them
So we tell them
we are the immigrants,
we are the immigrants,
mighty, mighty immigrants,
the mighty, mighty immigrants,
fighting for justice
fighting for justice
and our families.
and our families.
Everywhere we go,
Everywhere we go,
people want to know
people want to know
who we are.
who we are.
So we tell them
So we tell them
we are the immigrants,
we are the immigrants,
mighty, mighty immigrants,
the mighty, mighty immigrants,
fighting for justice
fighting for justice
and our families.
and our families.
Give yourself a shout out, everyone.
Up with education, down with deportation. Up with education, down with deportation. Up with education, down with deportation. Up with
Louder, Colorado!
education, down with deportation. Up with education, down with deportation. Up with education, down with deportation.
Right here,
Right here,
right now.
right now,
Right here,
right here,
right now.
right now.
I am somebody,
Somebody,
and I deserve
and I deserve
full equality.
full equality.
Right here,
Right here,
right now.
right now,
Right here,
right here,
right now.
right now.
Time I am
I am
somebody,
somebody,
and I deserve
and I deserve
full equality.
full equality.
Right here,
Right here,
right here,
right here,
right now,
right now,
right now.
right now.
Tú eres mi otro yo.
Tú eres mi otro yo.
You are my other me.
You are my other me.
Si te hago daño a ti,
Si te hago daño a ti,
if I do harm to you,
if I do harm to you,
me hago daño a mí mismo.
me hago daño a mí mismo.
I do harm to myself.
I do harm to myself.
Si te amo y respeto,
Si te amo y respeto,
if I love and respect you,
but I love and respect you,
me amo y respeto a mí mismo.
me amo y respeto a mí mismo.
I love and respect myself.
I love and respect myself.
Colorado Springs, let's make some noise! Our message is clear. As a community, we need to defend DACA. And as a community, we need to defend all immigrants beyond DACA, including my parents. Which means, Colorado Springs, there has never been a better time to unite. For those of you that are not familiar, let me tell you what DACA is not. DACA is not a pathway to citizenship. DACA is not a green card. DACA is not amnesty. What DACA really does is provide a temporary solution for undocumented individuals who came to the U.S. before the age of 15 by providing them with a temporary work permit a temporary social security number, and temporary protection against deportation. I am a DACA beneficiary. I was born in Cochabamba, Bolivia, raised in Los Angeles, California, and now I call Colorado Springs my adopted home. I went to college, I graduated because of DACA. Today, I am a proud Colorado Springs educator. You heard that right. I am an undocumented educator. I believe education is a means for liberation, which is why I ensure all my students reach their full potential, regardless of race, class, gender, religion, creed, identity, or immigration status.
Yes.
In the light of the President's decision to end DACA, he has turned his back on all documented youth and leaders. He has turned his back on all of us here today. He has turned his back against the entire immigrant community, and we will not stand for it. We will fight back. We will unite. To the President, from Colorado Springs, we say we will fight back.
We will fight back. We will fight back. We will fight back. We will fight back. We will fight back. We will fight back. We will fight back. We will.
That's right. We're gonna fight back. We will fight back right here in our beautiful hometown of Colorado Springs, and this is how. We are demanding our city council members to step up to President Trump and defend DACA on behalf of all Colorado Springs immigrant residents. There is strong bipartisan consensus that we should not be deported. But words of support are not enough. Leaders from across the political spectrum must stand up for documented immigrants, stand up for common sense, and demand that the White House keep DACA and defend all immigrants. In addition, we are demanding our city council to make Colorado Springs a sanctuary city. And to support and create programs that promote diversity and inclusion.
Yes.
Let me set this straight. Immigration is not just a Latinx, Latino issue. Immigration is a black issue. Immigration is a white issue. Immigration is an Asian issue. Our beautiful city is made up of these hard-working individuals from all over the world. Immigration is everyone's issue. And thus we must solve it together.
We dreamers are human beings, not tokens nor line items. We deserve dignity and respect. We are casualties of our broken immigration system. We have earned the love and respect of millions of Americans, many of whom know us as their neighbors, their co-workers, students, community leaders, and church leaders. We are our newest college graduates, teachers, nurses, soldiers, lawyers, pre-med students, and everything in between. I am one of those students. So when I was 7, my family immigrated to the United States. and it was to seek educational and economic refuge amidst severe financial drought. We didn't choose to just immigrate. We had to immigrate. The reason why we really had to do that is because, again, we did not have anything really to offer us there. So when we immigrated here, my parents took on 2 jobs each. They worked every day and every night, and I would not see them. This affected me as I grew up. I grew up knowing that I was undocumented, and for a long time, I didn't really want to tell anyone. I didn't even want to tell my own friends, but I was able to get the courage to tell them. My parents are here without status. Nearly 8 in 10 voters support allowing Dreamers to remain permanently in the country. Out of every 4 Trump voters, and only 14% they believe that we should be forced to leave. Let it be clear that we will not forget, not today, not tomorrow, not ever, and we will fight back with everything we have. We will not stop until our families are safe, and until the country reflects the beloved community we desire. That beloved community cannot be achieved alone. That is why we are asking all allies to stand up and defend all immigrants. An inhumane attack on one of our Colorado Springs immigrant residents is an attack on the well-being of our entire community. Allies, please support your immigrant neighbors and defend DACA. Defend all immigrants. One fast and easy way to help is to fund local organizations dedicated to supporting and defending immigrants. These include Juntos for Education, Grupo Esperanza, the Colorado Immigrant Rights Coalition, Showing Up for Racial Justice, and Unite Colorado Springs, as well as many other pro-immigration law firms and others.
There are people in this audience who have been fighting for this long before I started. There was a young woman who first advocated for DACA when she was 13 and stood with me when she was 26 years old on the 13th try when we finally passed it, and I watched the governor sign it, and I got to drive back to my old high school and for the first time see the students get a diploma that they knew was worth something because the doors of opportunity were open to everybody. And those dreamers, my kids and the people in this crowd are right now exactly who we hoped they would be. They are the teachers like Luis who are teaching our kids who need it the most. They are the farmers that are putting bread on our table. They are the nurses who are caring for our parents. That is what the dreamers are and who they have become. Now this debate has raised an interesting question, which is everyone seems to be wondering, well, what is it to be an American? And maybe that's a hard question, but I don't think it is. Some folks think it's where you were born. Well, I don't think Benedict Arnold was much of an American. Some folks think it's if you pass a citizenship test. So I don't think the Boston bomber was much of an American. I think that it is a test of the heart and not of the head. If you want to know what an American is, Alonso Guillen is an American. Alonso is the one who was 50 miles north of Houston and said, you know what, this city is flooding. I don't have a boat, but I need to borrow one from somebody so I can go down to Houston and rescue people who are in danger. And he did that, and he gave his life in that effort. And President Trump may look at Alonso and say, you are undocumented. I look at Alonso and say, you are an American. I met with a Japanese-American immigrant from Powers County whose mother immigrated to the United States, and in 1945 when the war started, the last time we had one of these crazes, and President Roosevelt decided to intern all of the Japanese Americans in a camp in Amachi. And he decided, even though his mother was in that internment camp, he wanted to join the U.S. Army and serve his country. And he went to say goodbye to his mother, and they would not let him in the door of the camp. So he said goodbye to her through the fence, and instead went off to fight a war and serve his country instead. That is an American. And so, I think Emma Lazarus said it best at the base of the Statue of Liberty, where it says, we are the huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Those are the folks gathered here today. Those are the folks gathering around the country today to fight for equal opportunity for everybody. And this is a moment for leadership. And so here's what I commit. Here's what leadership means for me. When I am governor of Colorado, I will make this promise to the dreamers standing here today, which is we will not spend a single state dollar to allow a state patrolman to arrest you, to allow a state prison to detain you. To the president, I will say this. Colorado will not be the hands to implement the wishes of your cold heart. If you want to take a fight with the dreamers, then we will stand on their side and fight against you every step of the way, because we are Coloradans, all of us.
Yes, we are!
I'm tired. I am tired week after week, day after day. I am tired. But I am also inspired and honored to stand here today, to be invited, to be called an ally and a friend. But I also stand here as a dreamer, one who knows what it feels like to have the void of homeland snatched from you. One who understands what life is like when diaspora is tangled around your neck and your citizen status comes at the hands and the golden pens of men who will never understand what it is to walk unprivileged. Today I am a dreamer, and I am asking you to dream too, of not just a Colorado Springs or Colorado or a United States, but a world where no human being has no status. But a world where every life matters, and there are no papers to determine that. To dream today and not participate in a childish man's witch hunt of racism. Yes. We will not look at our neighbors as strangers. We will not look at our teachers as illegal. We will not look at our cousins or friends and wonder where they have been or where they have come from. Everyone belongs. 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 I also stand here asking that you too dream today, because it is not at the disgrace of our young people who are leading this fight. It is for every last one of you who will not get up, stand up, fight back, elect officials that do the right thing. I am tired of communities of people who wake up afraid, don't know whether their lives will be taken sacredly. Everyone is sacred, and we have the opportunity to turn this around. I did not ask to be in this struggle. They did not ask to be in this fight. But if you
if the adults in this space do not do what is right, who do not begin to march, who do not call their representatives, who won't even get up and vote. A 30% turnout rate is ridiculous. We are why we are in this position. We are why we are in this position. My mission in life is to do justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with my God. And it's okay if you don't believe in God. That is my mission. And that is why I promise that if you send me to Washington, D.C. as the next representative of this U.S. Congress District 5, I will fight for the lives that have been lost and the lives that are unborn. But we cannot sit idly by and allow this to happen. The time is now. The people are us. The time is now. The people are us.
The time is now. The people are us. The time is now. The people are us.
We don't have another opportunity. It is now. So get fired up and do what is right.
Preparing for our park.
Y no nos vamos. The people united.